Hi everyone, it's Justin here, Voices for Voices. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're here in the United States or abroad, if you can do us a huge favor, give us a big thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, share, reshare, repost, even reach into your phone and share the Voices for Voices podcast with maybe 25 or 50 of your connections. That would be greatly helpful. It's free to do, and it helps us get closer and closer and closer to reaching and helping at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. Thank you so much for being with us. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a show. So thanks for tuning in. We just have a huge, massive heat wave this last basically week and a half. So it's been toasty around here, but it's good. So um, first and foremost, uh, happy 250th birthday to the United States of America. Uh, 250 of anything is huge. So want to join in with the celebration of um, celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States of America. We know that through travels that we've made over the years, there's we can always sense uh, proudness uh, to live in whichever country that we are in, and uh, always love to see that, and I usually get goosebumps with that because it's just showing like, hey, we're happy that we live in the country that we do. And so I'm happy to live in the country I live in. Um, but it's not all about me, and it's not all about just the United States of America. It's about the whole world. So we are, as you know, or if you don't know, we want to help a lot of people. And that's not just people here in the United States, it's across the globe. And it's because of you, because of your help, because you're sharing, because you're joining in to our grassroots movement, Voices for Voices, that we're even able to fathom the idea to do what we're doing, to go where we're going, to help who we're helping and going to be helping, um, and bring the people along that we're going to be bringing along with us. Mythical creatures around the world. Again, we acquired them late 2025. You definitely, for anyone that has a Facebook account, you wanna you wanna follow mythical creatures around the world. There's already, I think, 100,000 that are following us on that specific area. So we also invite you to follow our mythical creatures around the world business unit, uh, because the information, the stories, the experiences are like no other in the world. You just can't find what you can find there. And that's a big reason why we wanted to acquire them, because we wanted to make sure that their voice and voices continue to be heard, even in the face of adversity, which we all go through from time to time. So thank you for making mythical creatures around the world one of the, if not the biggest independent Facebook pages in the world. And that's incredible. It really is, right? Because we sit back sometimes and go, who am I? Who am I to affect change? How can I do it? And it just starts with one thing, and then two. And then once you have two and you do one more, then you have three. And you see how methodical it is. And it does usually take a little bit of time, as we have noticed with voices. And I think patience is the biggest thing. Just like here in the United States, celebrating our 250th birthday here, July 4th, 2026. Takes time for things to happen. Some's good, some's not so good, but nobody's perfect here in life, and we know that. So we're just happy to be in one of the freest countries in the world. But as I mentioned earlier, we love traveling to all the other countries that we do and will, to meet, to help, to share, to listen, to give a hug, and to say thank you for making Voices for Voices what we are, who we are, and to keep us going. That's it. That's a huge part, right? Starting something, okay, that is a little on the easier side, depending on what kind of business you're looking at. That's one thing, getting it started. But to continue with the passion, the persistence, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Waking up every day going, all right, let's do it. Let's see what we can do today. See how we can help. I I look at this in a little bit of a parallel of going to the gym, and I've chatted about that on earlier episodes. It's easy to get started, right? If you haven't done anything for a while, or it's like, all right, I'm going to start going to the gym for whatever goals that we have, right? We all have different goals. So we get a membership. We start maybe that first week, we're doing good, we're feeling good. Then gets into second week and then third. And I found myself in the third/fourth week going, oh, I don't know if I want to go to the gym. And I want to go to the gym, but we start doubting ourselves. The same type of doubt with an organization like Voices for Voices. I can't tell you how many times I've been ready to pack it up and pack it in because of a thought in my head, an article that I've read, listening to somebody or somebody's go, you know what? Like, we're not going to be able to affect change on the level that we want to. And so there are those days of down where we're going, yeah, I it was good while it lasted. We have to we have to learn to just push through. I don't want to say it's easy, like, oh, just push through. It's not easy. There's certain times you got to just push through. There's weeks, as I've said, where we film a bunch of episodes, and then there's some weeks where we don't. But we not only don't we need the weeks where we do film a bunch of episodes, we also need that, I don't say time away of just relaxing. I'm not saying just kick up your feet and like, oh, I don't have anything to do today. I'm not talking like that. What I'm talking like is let's free our mind. Let's open up our mind to find out like what else, and think about what else we can do to help people. How and who and when and where. That's why we need those days where we're powering through. And we also need those days where we're taking that self-care and taking a break, right? Jesus talked about on the third day, took a break. So he's taking a break. If he's able to take a break, then we sure should be able to take a break as well. And then I just want to talk about, self-imposed deadlines. These are deadlines that we impose on ourself, on our mind. Like I want to film X amount of episodes this week or this year, whatever the time frame may be. Nobody's asking us, nobody's saying, well, you need to hit this is the goal you need. We just self-impose those deadlines of I'd like to, it'd be nice to. And so I think we can be a little kinder to ourselves. I mean, if there is a true deadline that's tied to a paycheck, to a donation, to you name it, that's one thing. But even at 500 and over 520 episodes where we're at, there's nobody saying, Justin, this is how many episodes you need to do this year. And I haven't really even talked publicly or even privately for that matter about how many episodes we're looking at doing for the calendar year 2026 as we turn the page from June to July. So going from the first half of 2026 to the beginning of the second half of 2026. So I don't know where we'll end up, but I know that we're going to end up in a really solid place. And I think it's good not to have too many self-imposed deadlines because that's just added stress. Like again, if there's nothing tied to like a payday or a donation or uh, whatever type of business you're in, a sale, Then you do however many shows, you build as many widgets as you can, do as much marketing as you can. But we shouldn't beat up ourselves about these. I've done it a fair amount of times. Well, Justin, we could have did this, we could have did that. Look, I didn't know we would come through and execute and be at the point where we're over 520 episodes in and continuing strong. Again, we have these goals. Some goals we're able to hit, some goals we're not. It's just life. Things happen. So the fact that we're able to be where we are and to have at the foundation, at the core of our organization, mental health, trauma, recovery, that's huge. We talk about some current events like this, right? Happy 250th birthday to the United States of America, July 4th, 2026. So we're able to talk about that as a current event, just as we're able to talk about self-imposed deadlines. Some can be healthy, others cannot be healthy. We do what we can. If our body's telling us we need to rest, let's rest. Today was one of those days for me. I did a whole lot of resting, a lot of resting. It's not just for the physical body, it's for the mental, the brain as well. So it's healthy to take time away and then regroup and then jump right back in if it's meant to be. So thank you for joining Voices for Voices. You can find our podcast everywhere you get podcasts. Again, if you can give us a thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, share, reshare, repost, and even grab your phone if you're able to and share the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast with 25 at your contacts in your phone. All of those things are free to do. We are a 501(c)(3) nonprofit charity organization. So if it so moves you, that's how our organization is run. That's what we run on. You can donate at lovevoices.org. Lovevoices.org. That is lovevoices.org. Thank you for being with us for this episode. Happy 250th birthday to the United States of America. And we look forward to seeing and meeting so many of you all across the world and seeing the happiness and the proudness that you are of your country. Thank you. We'll see you soon. We'll talk to you soon and have a great day. Bye-bye for now.